Pandora is one of the most visually striking worlds ever created. Floating mountains, bioluminescent forests, ecosystems so detailed that they feel like they have their own rent prices. So naturally, the best way to experience it is occasionally crouch walking into a guard who somehow didn't hear you sprinting 5 seconds ago. Welcome to Avatar Frontiers of Pandora. Avatar is at its best when it stops trying to impress you and just exists. Pandora feels alive, not open world alive, not map icon alive, actually alive. Plants react to your movement, wildlife doesn't wait for you to interact with it. The sound design constantly reminds you that you are not the main character of the ecosystem, and that's refreshing. You'll stop using fast travel not because the game tells you to, but because you don't want to miss anything. You'll climb cliffs for no reason other than the view. You'll take detours that turn into 30-minute distractions. Exploration isn't padding here. It is the experience. This is Ubisoft at its most restrained, which somehow makes it more confident. Unfortunately, the moment the game asks you to be subtle, things get a little weird. Stealth technically works, but it works the way a folding chair works when you're not fully convinced that it's locked. Enemy detection feels inconsistent. Movement lacks the precision stealth gameplay depends on. Takedowns land with all the impact of a strongly worded suggestion. Sometimes stealth goes perfectly. Other times you're spotted, alarms go off, and you're left wondering which blade of grass betrayed you. It's not broken, it's just never fully comfortable. And when a game this immersive breaks your confidence, even briefly, you feel it. Melee combat is where the illusion cracks the most. Hits don't land with weight, animations don't always sync with impact, enemies react like they're processing lag in real life. You're supposed to be this powerful Na'vi warrior, agile, fast, lethal. Instead, close quarters combat often feels like two animations politely arguing about who goes first. Range combat holds up better, but every melee encounter reminds you that this wasn't the system the game wanted you to focus on. And that's okay. It just would have been nice if the game agreed with that sooner. Here's where things get interesting. The third-person update genuinely improves the experience. Seeing your character move through Pandora enhances the scale, improves spatial awareness, and makes the traversal feel cinematic. Ironically, it makes the world feel more immersive, which is impressive. Consider this game was designed as a first-person experience specifically to maximize immersion. Third person lets you appreciate the environment, the animations, the sheer size of everything around you. It doesn't magically fix stealth or melee, but it does something more important. It lets the world breathe. The version of the game that wasn't the original vision ends up reinforcing its strongest quality better than the one that was, which feels very on brand for Pandora, honestly. Avatar Frontiers of Pandora is a game carried by its world. Exploration is exceptional, immersion is effortless, the environment does most of the talking, and it says a lot. The gameplay systems, they work, they just don't always keep up. This isn't a game you play for perfect combat loops or airtight stealth mechanics. It's a game you play to wander, observe, exist somewhere beautiful and dangerous. And if you meet it on those terms, especially with the third-person update, it becomes something quite memorable. Sometimes awkward, occasionally frustrating, but often breathtaking. Which honestly is a pretty good way to describe Pandora itself.